focus on hitting your goals in every area of your business. Remember, the universe rewards the bold. A leader has to take the risks.
I want to talk about the sacrifices. There's about 15 sacrifices, and I want you to write all of these down. There's 15 sacrifices that you're going to need to make if you want to become successful. Now, sacrifice is kind of like one of those words. It's kind of like a bad word if you think about it, right? Nobody wants to sacrifice. I mean, nobody wants to give up something. Nobody wants to feel uncomfortable, because that's kind of a bad thing. You know, we live in a life where it's kind of like, you know, you just follow your passion and everything should be rosy and everything should be easy and good and just kind of, you know, frolic in the wind. Life is great. But so when you say the word sacrifice, it's almost like you almost become a little bit defensive about that word, because it doesn't feel good. It's not a feel-good word. But as I've studied through 2 decades worth of playing this game called business, I've found that these are necessary sacrifices. And some of these things you're going to go, oh my God, I don't know if I could ever sacrifice. You know, so I'm just preparing you that if you're going to be super successful, now I'm not saying you're going to sacrifice everything in your life forever. What I'm talking about is there's going to be a specific period of time in your life. Maybe it's 3 years, maybe it's 5 years, maybe it's 10 years of your life that you're going to sacrifice some areas of your life so that you can have that ultimate success in the future. So let's talk about it. Number 1, family. There's going to be some sacrifice when it comes to your family. Now, when my children were small, we had to sacrifice some things. For example, we would keep my son up late at night because I had appointments late at night. So I wouldn't see him from 6 o'clock to sometimes, 11 o'clock at night, I'd get home. So we had to sacrifice some of those things where we would keep them up, and I'd get to play with them for a couple of hours or an hour before we all went to bed. And people would say, you're crazy. I can't believe you're keeping your kid up till midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, that's just a sacrifice that we're making because I can't see them at night. And sometimes I would be on appointments all day long, every day, all day long. And so we would make time, we would sacrifice different things. We would miss different family outings or family parties, or maybe my mom, invited us over for dinner and with the whole family. And we would have to sacrifice going to that party, or at least I would most of the time, sacrifice going to the party. I would just send Karma and send the kids, and then they would go and I would go on the appointment. So, but it was a price that I was willing to pay for the future, because I knew the future was going to be better. I knew that long range, if I built this thing, it was going to give me massive amounts of freedom. Number 2, your friends. Sacrifices that you're going to make in your life if you want to become successful, if you want to get wealthy, you're going to have to sacrifice some friends. Look, I got out of high school. I was one of the most social people in my high school. I had friends with everybody. I was friends with the bad kids. I was friends with the good kids. I was friends with the jocks. I was friends with the nerds. I was friends with everybody. But when I got into business at 21, I basically put my head down, got focused, didn't see these people for years and years and years, because we were, and let's be honest, everybody went their opposite directions, or at least lots of people went their opposite directions anyways. But my buddies would call me over on Friday night and they'd say, man, let's go party all night long. And I'd say, I'm sorry, but I can't, because I got Saturday training that I got to be up. I got to go to the office on Saturday training. I got to be there, and I can't be hungover in the freaking, on Saturday training. So I'm sorry, I can't go party with you guys on Friday night. It's just not going to happen. Look, I love you guys. I support you guys. I hope we're friends forever. So there was sacrifice for me that I made early on. And look, I wish all those people the best. But the truth, you want to know the God honest truth, is I have so many more friends today. I have so many more amazing relationships today that I wouldn't have had if I would have stayed within this group of 10 of us or whatever it was. And so I'm so thankful. Friends all over the world today. I have friends all over the United States, all over Canada. And it's all because I was willing to sacrifice a few of my friends, those people that I grew up with, for another level of friendships, another level of acquaintances, of relationships, of people that they pushed me up. I mean, think about my mentors today. If I would have stayed in my comfort zone back in San Dimas, California, I would have never met Hector Lamarck, worth $80 million, that taught me so much about living a greater life, just a more fulfilling life. Being able to accomplish and achieve a lot of the things that I set out to do, and be able to create all of my human needs, right? Be able to have all my human needs and to live all my human needs. Number 3, hobbies. I play baseball. Growing up, I played baseball. It was an amazing hobby. Loved playing baseball. Loved getting up on Sunday morning and playing Sunday league. I loved, going out and hanging out with all the guys afterwards. Loved all that stuff. I love playing. I mean, we have basketball games sometimes. I go out and play I loved all that stuff. I'm an artist. Most of you guys know I draw. That was a very big passion of mine. I drew every single day of my life something. I was always drawing something. Kind of stopped a lot of that for a few years while I was building my business, getting financially secure. What I was trying to do is I was trying to put on my oxygen mask before I went and did all the other things that I want to do. Now, today, if I want to go play baseball, I go play baseball. If I want to draw, I draw. Now I'm even incorporating my drawing into a lot of my posts now. So you guys are going to see a lot more of that. And so I now get to incorporate my passion with my business today. And I was telling Karma yesterday, I said, who knows, maybe I'll end up becoming a self-improvement artist, right? I'll create all kinds of incredible art that's surrounded by self-improvement and teaching people how to go to that next level. And who knows, maybe I'll have a comic strip. Who knows, maybe I'll have a cartoon one day about teaching kids on how to, better their life and how to become wealthy and how to, invest or who knows? These are all things that were my passion before. But I had to sacrifice some of these things for a few years so I can get focused on building my business. Number 4, health. Ooh, man, that's a bad word, man. What are you talking about? I got to sacrifice my health? Are you crazy? I can't sacrifice my health. There's no way that I could sacrifice my health. I can't, miss dinner, a healthy dinner at night. I can't go on an appointment because I'm going to miss a healthy dinner and I might have to go eat at Del Taco. Well, guess what? I ate a lot of Del Taco as I was out there running my business in the early years, man, trying to get this thing going. A lot of Taco Bell. By the way, a lot of Top Ramen because we had no money in the beginning. I shopped only at TJ Maxx. We spent $120 per month for our groceries. We had no money and we lived like we had no money. You couldn't catch me at Sprouts. You couldn't catch me buying $6 Starbucks. You crazy? I was trying to get financially independent, man. I knew if I focused for 5 to 10 years, I'd wake up and I'd be financially independent because I lived below my means. I sacrificed those little pleasures for 5 years. Woke up, financially independent. Number 5, time. Sacrifice time. I sacrificed time doing a lot of different things. I sacrificed the time, because I put in so much time, because I worked so hard, because I was so focused, I sacrificed that time for other things. In the beginning, was it hard? Yes, it was. In the beginning, was I perfect? No, I was not. Did I mess up? Yes, I did. Lots and lots of times. But my sole focus was making sure that I was sacrificing today. It's called giving up to go up. I was willing to give up today so that I could go up tomorrow. Number 6, happiness. I sacrificed my happiness. All right, Daniel, this is crazy. What are you talking about? How can I give up happiness? I've read all these quotes on Instagram and they say, never sacrifice your happiness. I can't do that. But I'm talking real world. I'm talking, I had to sacrifice some of my happiness. I couldn't always be happy. Look, there was times where, even in relationships, as I was dealing with people, I had to sacrifice kind of my ego. I had to sacrifice some of the things that, I believed in. I had to sacrifice that. And I had to say, you know what? You're right. Even though I knew I was right, I had to say, you know what? You're right. It's all good, because I had to preserve the relationship. I didn't want to lose the relationship. I didn't want to sacrifice relationships, because relationships is what this business is all about. So I let go my ego, even though our ego makes us happy when we're strong and we're tough and, man, machismo, I'm always right. Don't tell me what I have to do, right? I had to sacrifice a little bit of that, a lot of that actually, so that I could humble myself to be teachable, to be coachable, so that I could move to that next part of my life. Number 7, sleep. Well, sometimes you're not going to sleep all the time. Sometimes you're going to sacrifice some hours at night. Sometimes you're going to get up early. Sometimes you're going to stay up late. Working. Look, I used to get home at night, play with Max for a few hours, and then I would go into my office as Karma went to sleep. And then I went to my office all by myself. It's midnight. And I would be on my computer typing the process book, typing all my scripts, putting together promotion guidelines, recording audio versions of my presentation so I could duplicate them out, so that I could give those tapes out on Saturday morning, so I could duplicate how to write a sale. So much sleep I sacrificed. Surprised the bags under my eyes aren't even bigger. But I sacrificed so much sleep because I knew it was collapsing time frames. That's really what it comes down to. I didn't want winning to take forever. I wanted to win now. I wanted to get wealthy now. I wanted to build a solid foundation for my future now so I could get set. So, ultimately, I wanted to be able to do whatever I wanted to do, be free, never have to worry about money again. Isn't that what you want? Number 8, who you are. Sometimes sacrifice who you are or who you think you are. Because believe it or not, who you are right now is not going to get you to the $1 million. You're not worth $1 million. yet. Because you don't have the information yet. You don't have the experience yet. You don't have the teams yet. You don't have that mental clarity and mental toughness yet, and are not willing, by the way, to sacrifice certain things yet to be able to move to that next level. Because anybody that I've ever met that's gone to that next level, they've all sacrificed big time the old them. They knew that if they were going to grow, they're going to have to leave that old version of them behind. I'm not the same Daniel Alonzo as I was at 21 years old. I'm a completely different animal today. Complete different version of who I thought I was. And I look back to who I was before and I go, oh my God, how could I ever had those actual beliefs? Those beliefs were so archaic. Those beliefs were so wrong. Those beliefs were just not, going to get me a better life. Number 9, entertainment. Okay. We spend a lot of time on entertainment, don't we? A lot of us, we want to go to concerts right now. We want to go to games. We want to watch a lot of Netflix. We want to, watch a lot of sports on Sunday morning. Like that's what we do. That as a society, we're kind of bred. Why is it that 90% of America stays broke? Why is it that it's just like 10% that make it? Maybe even 1% become wealthy, but 10% of America kind of does pretty good. The other 90 is struggling, victim mentality, always complaining, never has enough. And so I was willing, like we didn't watch TV for 3 years, man. I'm challenging all of you that really are like serious about becoming an RVP, serious about changing your life in the next 3 to 5 years. I would turn off the television. Matter of fact, I would cancel the cable bill, keep your internet because you still need all that stuff. And I would watch YouTube videos only. And it has to be self-improvement only. And I'll challenge you to do that for the next 3 years and watch your life go to the next level like you have no idea. Number 10, stability. You're going to have to sacrifice some stability. Things are not going to be perfect all the time. You're not going to, truth is every time I would make money, I would save it right away. I would save it. So I was sacrificing some of my stability a little bit of the way I felt at that moment. Because I always felt broke. I always felt poor. Even though I was starting to make a little bit of money, I felt broke. I felt poor. But again, I was sacrificing that immediate stability for the future stability. And don't feel like everything's always going to be balanced. You're not going to have a balanced life for the next few years if you want to win big. Now, I want to preface this with saying that, hey, maybe, just maybe, you don't want to be an RVP. Just maybe you came here to make an extra $1,000. God bless you. No worries. So guess what? You don't have to worry about sacrificing all these things. But if you want to get big, if you want to become successful, if you want to become an RVP, if you want to get wealthy, and if you want to have freedom for the rest of your life, you're going to have to take this list seriously. Number 11, income. I mean, the truth is, when you start to get this thing going, especially when you go full time, income is not stable sometimes. Sometimes you have to sacrifice that income. A lot of people, what they want to say is they want to say, well, when I make as much as I'm making at my job, then I'll go full time. That is not the way to do it. Now, I'm not saying go full time tomorrow. I'm just saying that the quicker you go all in, the quicker you take your life to that next moment. The quicker your team believes in you, the quicker you go all in, the quicker you go full time, the quicker you commit to this thing, the quicker your team goes, man, you're a stud. You're awesome, man. We're going to follow you to the end of the earth because they believe in you and you believe in the vision. And that's when they start getting excited because they're like, oh man, this guy, he's going full time. He really believes in this thing. Wow, there must be something about this thing. If this guy believes in it, if this lady believes in it, I'm going to follow them. That's how you start building a team. That's how you start building an organization. Number 12, comfort. Obviously, you're going to sacrifice some comfort. It's not going to be comfortable. You're going to have to talk to people you don't know. You're going to have to build relationships with people you don't know. You're going to have to take rejection, man. People are going to stab you in the back. They're going to say nasty things about you sometimes. That's comfortable, right? Don't we all just want to be comfortable? Tell me nice things all the time. Tell me everything that I want to hear all the time. That's comfortable. You have to sacrifice that comfort. You're not going to always be comfortable. Sometimes you're going to feel like crap. Sometimes you're going to feel stressed. And by the way, there is healthy stress, by the way. Not all stress is bad. Don't get stressed out and quit. You're like, oh man, this is too stressful. I can't do this. This is too crazy. I don't know if I can do it. I'm too stressed out. Number 13, the need to be liked. You're going to have to sacrifice that. Not everybody's going to like you. I'm glad everybody doesn't like me. I'm glad people said nasty things about me. I'm glad people said that I wasn't going to make it, because it gave me the opportunity to prove them wrong. It gave me the chance to say, F you, I'm going to make it. And I'm going to show you that I'm going to make it. So even though I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to make it in the beginning, I told everybody I was going to make it. So I went, oh shit, I got to actually go make it, because I'm going to look like a jackass if I don't go make it. So by me telling the world I was going to make it, it made me go make it. And there ain't no way, my ego's way too big to not make it at this point. Because now I got to go prove it. Now I got to go. Was every day perfect? Absolutely not. Did I get stressed? Did I have anxiety? Did I feel nervous sometimes? Did I have was I scared to talk to people sometimes? Absolutely. Don't you think for a second, man, I just showed up in this business and everything went perfect for me every minute that I was here. Absolutely not. But guess what I did? I trusted my mentors. So if I had a problem, things weren't going right, I would call my mentor and I'd go, hey, look, man, I got a problem. I need you to help me. I'm thinking about quitting right now. I'm thinking about, this objection I got from a client the other night. Could you help me? Could you give me a little bit of advice? And then he would kick my ass for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then I would wake up and I would go, all right, I'm going to get back on it. Let's go. Let's rock. Let's make it happen. Number 14, you're going to have to sacrifice your pride. And number 15, you're going to you have to sacrifice your immediate desires. You're not going to be able to do everything you want to do if you're going to be successful in what you want to be successful in doing. So believe in yourself enough to be willing to sacrifice some things now for the greater good. Your future, your family, your basic human needs are all counting on your courage, determination, and passion to keep fighting for your dreams, keep fighting for what you believe in, keep fighting for the future of your kids, of your family, of your legacy. The big homes, the stable income, the dream life, the traveling, the fun, the excitement, it's all waiting for you. Just right around the corner of sacrifice, right around the corner of a little bit of, stop, like out of that comfort zone that you get so stuck in sometimes. Believe in yourself again. Believe that you're worthy. Believe that you can make it too. Don't you ever think that me or any of these leaders that talk to you in our business are better than you. We all started like you. We all started with nothing. We all came from nothing. We all were broke, but we just committed. We sacrificed. We gave up today for more tomorrow. That's the common thread and story amongst every person that's made it in our business. You mark my words. I can show you exactly why people made it, and I can show you exactly why people didn't make it. If you're ever doubting if this thing works, or if anybody ever says anything contrary to what I'm telling you right now, you come to me, because I can tell you exactly why that guy's complaining on the internet. I can tell you exactly why that lady is so disgruntled and hates our company so much. I can tell you exactly. Give me 5 minutes with those people, and I'll tell you why they didn't make it. They weren't willing to do the things that they were supposed to do to get to where they wanted to go. They just were not willing to give up, to go up. This is your time. This is your moment. This is our chance as a team, as a business, to all grow together, to push each other up, to grow together, to challenge each other, to compete with each other, to get excited together, to honor each other, to recognize each other, to respect each other enough, to be there together with each other, to say, you know what? We are going to become a machine of leaders, building leaders, growing successful people that ultimately will change the world forever. Come with us. Let's do this together, and let's do it now. God bless you guys. Have a great day.